Who would be on the cover of the game this season?
Ooh.
Anyone in college hockey?
I mean, probably got to be the big dog, right? Like, first overall coming back.
I guess.
The big dog. Is that his nickname on the team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to Pucks in Deep, episode number 91. I'm your co-host, Connor Thelman.
And I'm your other co-host, James Murray. Connor, yet another great weekend. We saw some beautiful goals this weekend and some, a couple punches thrown. North Dakota, Denver got into it a little bit. We saw a little bit of everything, a couple upsets. I mean, it was all in all, you couldn't ask for a better weekend for college hockey.
You could not, but first, I think we got to give a shout out to the guest we have on.
Yes.
I mean, another guy who didn't have a goal this week, didn't even have a block shot, which is tough. But he did have 4 apples, feeding Matty Beniers onto his 4 goals this weekend.
Yeah, gross weekend for both of them.
Yeah, I mean, they got the bump. They did the right thing with it and got an easy sweep. So shout out to Michigan. Shout out to Kent Johnson. Got that interview coming up later in this podcast. You're going to want to make sure you stick around for that. We did record it last week before the Michigan State series.
We did.
So that's
we need to give him a bump before. And
exactly.
Look what we did, 4 points.
Against Sparties, all you got to do is, call us. We'll have Griff back on the show.
Sure.
Give you guys a bump.
Even Sparty himself. I mean, I'll take anyone.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like they might need it.
Yeah.
After that one. Tough series. I almost had it on the second one. But yeah, make sure you listen to that Kent Johnson pod. But a lot of things stood out this week. Number one for me is that I just kicked your ass in picks. I think... I
don't think you even did that great as me, just doing really bad this weekend.
Yeah, you didn't help yourself out.
No.
Should we start with the one that you... I mean, you said Wisconsin was going to get swept.
I did.
Gophers, took it to them Saturday night for sure.
You can't blow that one anymore. They score in their own net, and that's the first time I've ever seen someone score in their own net after a delayed penalty and you play your goalie. That was unbelievable. But not only that, but how do you not win that game? I mean, or at least tie. Kudos to Wisconsin too. Another big win for them.
Brock
the weekend before. Brock's
the third
good,
goal too, where he split the D.
I'm talking like
it in.
Before that they went and beat Michigan, and next week they're beating the Gophers. So Wisconsin's not dead. They're not dead.
Definitely a sneaky team.
They do miss Cole, but they got Brock, and Brock's hot right now, and the Badgers are riding on him, and I'm impressed. I'll admit I'm wrong. I don't know who's going to win this Big Ten right now. Obviously, Michigan still looks like the favorite, but
I think Michigan is on top, but then Gophers on any given night can be there. Ohio State looks really good this weekend. We should talk about them. Our guy Jake Weiss.
They look good for a couple weekends in a row here. So
big state. Sweeping Penn State. I think I called split. What did you say on that one?
For that one,
you might have had that one right.
Sweep Ohio State.
Yeah, you nailed that one. Weiser even had his first block. So clap it up.
You know what?
First block for our guy.
I said sweep Penn State. So I fucked that up.
Okay, so tough. So we'll take the claps away for you, but Jake Weiss, the guy's a wagon.
Yeah, that guy deserves
scored
a
again
clap and a half.
And had a block shot and a big sweep. I
did give him the bump, so he can't even be mad at me. So
no, he definitely can't. Also, Kevin Wall, that first goal, I don't know if you saw that.
I did see that one. Yeah.
They came out firing that backdoor feed to him.
What a guy, man.
He scores every weekend, too.
Another great piece to our lineup on the podcast, Kevin Wall. Great episode, too. Go check that one out if you haven't heard that one. But yeah, Penn State didn't look bad. It was good matchups, both. Both sides of the ice look fast. Credit to Ohio State. I think they're hot right now.
And their crowd showed up. Good student section there. Yeah. So good to see there. Another thing we should talk about, Harvard is just, a wagon in itself.
God, they look good, huh?
Yeah, that was a close game with Cornell the first night. I think that was at home, yeah. Took them down 3-2, and then just pounded our poor Colgate Raiders on Saturday night.
Yep.
Alex Lafreniere, I hope I'm not butchering that.
I think that's right.
That's correct?
I think so.
God, good for you, Connor. But yeah, 4 goals in 2 periods, and then they just, coasted. They do need a lot of comments when we posted that. They need fans to show up.
Yeah, that's true.
I get it. You're going to Harvard. You got to hit the books hard. But, just bring it to the rink.
Yeah, why not?
Especially that third period versus Colgate. You're up 5-1. Then you study.
Yeah.
Then you get into the books a little bit.
You can't do stats on block shots. Come on, Harvard students.
Help us up. I don't do we have an ambassador there, or would we have to give it to a parent? That's tough.
That was mean.
Okay.
That was mean.
I mean, they need something because their team looks sick. I got to rag on them in some regard.
Absolutely. Get that barn
4-0
packed. It's
for
a
a
beautiful
reason.
barn. Like, yeah, they look good. I don't know.
It's
right
stat
now,
night.
my favorite to come out of the ECAC. What about you? I mean, Cornell hasn't shocked me by any means. It's early. It's so early.
I think that Quinnipiac, they shut out both opponents. I think Brown only won rip on Saturday, Yale 3-0 on Friday.
Yep.
Quinnipiac's there. I mean, they're top 10 team, but Harvard, as far as,
I think for me,
it's just like talent. It's like
Harvard.
Michigan can score on anybody. That's what I'm getting from Harvard. Is that
Harvard block shots are going to win a lot of games now. So
another
big
big
episode next week. But as for this one, we have Kent Johnson. Come on,
speaks for itself.
5th overall pick for the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Ever heard of him?
Not a big deal. But just to dive a little bit deeper into this weekend,
can we talk about?
I think we got to talk about the biggest upset of the weekend.
Fair State.
Yeah,
that your boy called.
Come out Friday.
Can I get a little love?
I'll give you love. I'll give you love. It was a hell of a call. Ballsy. You left them on the table there, and it worked out well for you. But
just a gross game.
They came out of nowhere, and I don't know. Like, I was watching the game, and Cato's giving it to him, but I don't know. They just couldn't score. They just couldn't do it.
Ferris is ferocious in that D zone.
And they were up late in the second night. It took Cato a while to get on top, and once they did, they really pounded them in the third. But the first 2 periods, they did not look good. So all in all, not a great weekend for Cato, but they are still one of the best teams in the country, and they'll bounce back.
I feel bad we should check on their schedule coming up this weekend. We'll make our picks, but whoever plays Cato next, I feel bad.
I'm hoping and praying it's not Bemidji. I don't think it is, but
that would be a tough bounce. Yeah. It can't be the Dogs.
I think it's Northern Michigan. I'll have to double check, but I think it's them.
God, again. Okay, we'll get to that. Another series that I'm just going to keep doing this. UMass swept Providence, and they look good doing it this weekend.
I believe I picked Providence for that.
No,
one.
You did. That's what I'm saying. The boys.
it
was a home and home. They dominated at home,
and
then they squeaked out a 1-0 shutty. Shout out to our guy Matt Murray.
Mm-hmm.
Wagon on Friday night, and Carves getting his 100th win as a head coach of UMass.
Big shout out to Coach Carves there, and Carves done a hell of a job at UMass.
Insane how quick that is.
Yeah, that's quick. That's a little too quick.
100. Yeah, just take it easy. Let D Mike take over for a couple.
Yeah,
get some wins under his belt.
A couple reps. Yeah, let's go.
Why not? Does it matter? Because obviously he's a great coach. You need him there, but it's kind of like that system. Saban goes down, you just plug somebody in.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Let him take the reins. So shout out UMass, looking good. Reindeer. You look good.
Mm-hmm.
What else should we talk? Should we talk about North Dakota, Denver?
Yeah, I think that's for me the matchup of the weekend. We did have a lot of big rivalries with Michigan State, Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin, a couple others, but you can't. It's old time college hockey. You can't beat it. We posted on our Instagram tonight. This is Sunday, but it's everything you want in a college hockey game. Packed barn, 12,000 people there, and these guys are going. Looks like they're playing big bug hunter out there, man. Just headshots after headshots.
Throwing bows. It looked like WWE, man. Going off the
and
ropes,
look at the student section,
elbow to the face.
North Dakota with that. Yeah, I think Barry just sent out, hey, let's get our fighting line out there. Let's take a shot. I want to sell season tickets forever, and you have that kind of action happen in college hockey. All the drunk fans, they're
fans
all
loved it. We were
the
getting
student
DMs.
section. That's the stuff they remember, and they want now. That's why they have a line a mile past their gate to get in the door 2 hours before the game, is because that stuff happens. Well, it's contagious.
The only bad thing is it's like pulling teeth finding that footage for us. Which it
was. Thank you to the fans.
There's a reason why people follow us, because our connections to the fans that help us out with posts like that.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to who was Austin Braun and Swaney.
Yeah,
can't remember his first name, but total bros helping us out with that footage.
That's what we need. We need any fan listening to this too. Feel free to send us any footage you get that. Because hey, these guys need to post this. So we don't see everything. There's 60 teams. There's a lot of games going on.
There's a lot of stuff going on. But we were getting DMs people want to see the footage. They're I was at that game. That was nuts. It needs to be shown. But then you look at Russell Hans, great photographer. He didn't have any photos of the fight.
Yeah.
UND, nobody's posting anything. It's just
I don't think
everybody
fight, but
I know, but everybody knows it happened. It's like a streaker. Show it.
Yeah, just show it.
Let them watch him get just absolutely rocked. That's what people want to see.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to just great rivalry.
Do you think there's going to be any suspension to those hits? I think there's the initial two, not the last one. The hip check at the end where there's a little scrum there. That
was clean. I think Carter Savoy is going to get something.
I think he's getting a weekend off. I think
it's going to go both ways. I don't think you can just say one person.
I think both of them. It was
incidentals. Literally incidental suspensions.
Hunter. It was.
Yeah, check out the clip if you haven't. It's on our page right now on Twitter and Instagram. And kudos to the boys getting after it there.
I love it. That's college hockey, baby. We're back.
We're definitely back. Last one I want to touch on. Maybe we can get a couple more, but UMD, Western Michigan, great series.
Yeah, great series. I think Western, again, they surprise me every week with how well they play.
Yeah.
They got shut down the next night, but it's...
Ethan Frank is an absolute tank. I was watching that game.
He
willed them.
Great competition for first place in NCHC this year.
I think, what is he at, 7 or 8 goals now? That last...
I think it's 7.
That last goal where he fought him off and just buried 5-hole. I mean, as a UMD fan, I was so pissed off, but as an Ethan Frank fan, I was just like, God damn it, you're sick.
You were,
good for you.
Yeah.
And then Fanti, shout out to our guy, first shutout as a Bulldog on Saturday. Dogs look great on Saturday, so good split for both teams.
I will say another good one for me was St. Cloud versus Colorado College. Good series.
Overtime the first night.
Yeah, overtime the first night, and that's good. We had 4 overtime goals the first night. I only posted 2 of them.
There's so many. Yeah,
that's what you want, man. That's good for college hockey.
Cronulla, that slap shot he had to make it 2-2 was an absolute
just
hammer.
A missy.
And then he just takes it coast to coast, a little rebound. It looked like he's playing shell out there in overtime. I mean, St. Cloud they're too legit. They're number 1. I love how Butchie has them number 3 right now in his rankings. We talk about Butchergrass not knowing what is going on. I mean, shout out to his new gig. He's got a lot to cover in NHL. He's calling games.
Just Butchergrass, hand it over to us.
Butchie, we love you. We want to help you. But how do you have St. Cloud ranked 3rd after this week? After everything's said and done?
Yeah, they've looked.
You got them 3.
They're old, but he picked them on our podcast to win the championship.
I don't think he remembers what he says. That's what I'm saying.
Well, in either way, we got the right rankings for you every Monday. Tune in that as if you're listening to this Monday morning. They're going to be out soon here, if not already. But yeah, I don't know. Duluth looks really good. They just look consistent, I would say, every weekend. Not like they have the most skill out of all the teams we've seen play this year, but they're definitely towards the top.
They show up every night.
Same thing. They show up every night. They deserve to be number 1. They will be.
All right, so a few more series we want to touch on. I mean, we got to talk about the rise and fall of BU and BC. BC, at least they split this weekend. Tough loss. Merrimack comes back, gets that winner. I think they scored with like 2 minutes left. Put it on our page. Merrimack fans loving it. Hashtag return of the Mac, I'll say it. But yeah, big split for them. And then BU, they go to Northern Michigan, so it's a road series.
I mean, it did not look good at any point.
No, they were down both nights. I watched
a good amount of that hockey. Yeah, and Northern Michigan just looks. They look. They want it. They're hungry. They look fast. They're hungry. Team. They got some. I mean,
some good transfers.
A lot of the shots to me that I watched that went in this week. It's like, man, they just shoot. Like I don't see it going in when they're about to shoot, but
they're a fast team.
It just goes in.
They can score. That's another team.
Speed,
definite speed and just need to learn how to defend a little bit better. Because
did you see the throwback Jays for Northern yesterday? Oh, we got to get a picture. Those will be coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, because they were celebrating their 1991 natty.
Those Jays are disgusting. I want one.
Yeah, we'll put it up on the page. Shout out Wildcats. Look really good this weekend. I'll say BU didn't look great, but the Wildcats, they look good. So want to touch on that. Also, should we throw some love to the Atlantic? Real quick.
Let's do it. Why not?
So Sacred Heart winning in shootouts both nights against Mercyhurst.
Some nasty shootout goals though.
Some good looking ones, but like, is it just me or is Mercyhurst they're in it for the shootout? That's what they want.
I mean, I don't know, man. They're in every game, and I love it. I'd like to see
gritty.
Them win a couple, but
that would be nice. But it's just like in Shell, like in overtime, you're like, if I can just get this guy to a shootout, I think that's what the Lakers are thinking every night.
Yeah,
they're confident. Maybe they shouldn't be, but shout out to the Pioneers, taking both of them in a shootout. It's impressive. And then we got to touch on biggest rivalry. Maybe.
I want to touch a little more on BC just losing to Merrimack here. I mean,
you're gonna get back into it. Okay,
I'm not done with it. Yeah, they deserve a little scolding here, but I mean, they're down. Was it 3-1 in the second at one point? It's just like they're running behind the whole game to a team that they should, win by a couple goals. I think you're not going to win every night, but I mean, I don't know. I thought Merrimack outplayed them that game, and I don't know, man. They need to change. BC needs to change. BU needs to change even more so. Boston needs to change. I don't know.
I don't know what to say. I mean, BC looked like the clearly better team on Friday. That's just the thing. It's
no doubt.
Are they going to show up?
Yeah, and you can't keep losing those games. You want to be in the bubble for pairwise when it comes to the end of the year selection time. But
at this point, they're going to have to win the Hockey East, which is a
tall
task.
So early. I mean, I think right now
I'm saying at this rate they keep it up.
BC's so much talent. You got to have them in the tournament. I feel like, but
the last series we should touch on, CCHA rivalry weekend. Lake Superior going to Michigan Tech for both games. They end up taking the first one. Shout out to Brandon Piercelli. Am I saying that right? Piercelli for our guy. I mean, coast to coast in 3-on-3, and then just the Selly in front of the crowd there for the Huskies. I mean, just kudos to you. That was French kiss.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Beautiful. But then they respond. Tech, take it.
Saturday night, Tech takes over. Our boy Trenton Bliss gets one, and that was really the game winner and all they needed. But shot him out the next night. But again, good fans there. A good rivalry for Michigan. There a lot of great hockey this week. If you include that Ferris State win in Michigan this weekend, and with the Wolverines as well.
True.
Taking over. So But yeah, I think Michigan Tech, another team that's going to be.
They're a bubble team.
They need to start getting some sweeps in there. Not that Lake State's a team to just go in and sweep easily. No, they're not. But
I think they kind of took the league by storm by sweeping Wisconsin easily.
Yeah, and that's why I'm surprised to see Wisconsin come now beat Michigan. We thought was unbeatable at one point, and then go on and beat the Gophers, who look pretty good. Not versus Duluth, but the other series good. And
came back on them too, down 2-0 to the Gophers on Friday. So yeah, a lot of just. It's early in the year.
It is.
You don't know what to expect exactly, but teams kind of showing what they can do when it comes to playoff time. So we'll keep a notice on it. We'll keep you guys up to date. But we got to make our picks now.
We do.
Let's jump to the coming weekend here. All right, so we actually have a couple good matchups during the week here. Starting with Monday, you're listening to this. I mean, game of the week maybe.
I think so. Harvard's headed to Northeastern at Matthews Arena there. That should be a packed barn. Another Monday night action.
Northeastern doesn't get enough love. They've been solid this year.
Yeah, they have. And that's going to be a hell of a matchup. I know Bruzy's ready for that one. And was it Farrell leading the point for Harvard? But a big road matchup.
Sir, who are you taking?
I got Harvard.
Yeah, I'm going to go Harvard too.
Harvard on the road?
Sorry, plebs, you're listening to this. I think, I mean, this is one they're going to have to prove kind of a road match.
We'll
I don't think Harvard's played like a tough road environment yet. Like I think they played at Dartmouth, at Bentley, like
something like that. Yeah.
But yeah, Northeastern,
they'll bring it. They know Harvard's in town.
It is a Monday.
So it is a Monday. There's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to do.
True. Yeah. So
Mondays suck, but not anymore. You got College Puck and a good one at it.
That'll be a fun one to watch
tomorrow night.
Thursday starts the Michigan versus Penn State series. So that's Thursday, Friday. That's at Penn State. Who do you got in that?
That's tough. Penn State looking for a bounce back weekend. I'm going to go split here, just because they're at home and just to let fans know that Michigan is also playing Penn State in football this weekend. So a little more on the table, but I'm going to go Penn State gets at least one here split.
I'm voting solely on. I know that we just gave the biggest bump to Ken Johnson, and I think he's going to run with it.
Yeah, we did.
Wolverines.
That was kind of rude of us for the rest of college hockey to just give that kid a bump. He didn't need it, but now he's got it.
Right, like he's leading the most talented team in the nation in points.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, but we gave it to him anyways.
Sweep.
And they're getting it done. We should.
Ferris State, Michigan, say another big rivalry, though. I would say it's another in-state matchup. True. I mean, it's two state schools. It's going to be gritty. Both looking for a win here.
I'm going to go Michigan State sweep.
I'm going Ferris State split.
You're right. I mean, the Dogs, they're such a sneaky team. We learned that. But I think Michigan State's just pissed from getting swept. I mean, this is a series you need to sweep if you want to stay on top
man,
of
watch
the Big
out.
Ten.
They're having a good year. CCHA is. So
I know.
Yeah, I'm going to go split.
Okay, let's move on to a big time matchup just bounce back wise. Bowling Green has been a hot team. Talking about CCHA, they swept this past weekend. They're going to go to Mankato. Just a tough environment, especially after they're coming off a split.
Yeah, that's the last place I'd want to be in college hockey this weekend. So I'm going to go sweep.
It's looking like absolute punishment time.
Yeah.
Same. Okay, I got a sweep there. What about Michigan Tech, Northern Michigan?
Yeah, I'm going to go split here as well. I think both teams have impressed me this year in multiple instances.
I'm going to go Michigan Tech sweep.
Okay.
Feeling good on my Huskies. I don't know why.
I don't know, man. I just ran up BU. They're going to be, It's going to be close.
Feeling the boys.
Okay.
Feeling the boys. What about Lake State and your Beavs, James?
Ooh, that's a tough one, but the Beavs need to sweep, so here come the Beavs.
I knew you were going sweep.
Yeah, we're going sweep.
I'm gonna go split. Lake State.
Come on, ride sweep with me. You know you want to. You want. The Beavs are hot.
Isn't it? I think it's at Lake State.
It doesn't matter where it is. It is. It's at Taffy.
It's at Taffy. You're going to go against Seymour the Sea Duck. He's going to have the flag ready.
God.
Yeah, Benito's hungry.
A tough environment to enter. You see a duck on the ice and you just probably shit your pants. I mean.
Honestly.
Yeah. I'm beef sweep.
Okay. I'm going to stick with a split there, even though you gave me the guilt trip. I'm still fighting through it. How about UMass BU?
UMass sweep.
Yeah.
BU.
I was hoping I was going to gain a couple points on you.
No, they're looking for
this is a game. I'll say
right now, but it's.
I mean, BU. They could just turn it on and pull something out of their butt.
They could easily sweep.
I don't think they could sweep.
I think they could. It's college hockey. Why not?
Yeah, but then pick them.
Nope.
Okay, that's what I thought. I got UMass sweep there. So UMass Lowell's playing Northeastern on Friday. Who do you got in that one?
Well, I've rode them all year, and God, that's 0-2 for Northeastern this weekend for me. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Northeastern wins that one.
Okay.
How about Lowell versus BC on Saturday though?
I'll take Lowell again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Lowell. Wow, you're riding the Riverhawks.
I do. I ride them every weekend.
Yeah, sorry, Cruiser, if you're listening. You're probably not. I'm gonna pick against you. I'm going UMass Lowell on that one. What else? I mean, there's a lot of good tilts.
I think we got to go
here.
NCHC. Help my matchup of the week: Western Michigan at Denver. I don't see that one disappointing.
I think it's going to be tough for Denver because Carter Savoy is probably going to be out. Maybe some more guys are going to be out for them. I'm going to say split here, though. Denver plays really well at home.
Yeah.
I mean, they need to split here. They can't keep falling after they just got swept by North Dakota. I'm going to say Denver split.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I don't think there's any way Western goes in and sweeps them, so I'm going to say split as well.
But they could. That's the thing.
They're going to get, I think, one in
Buster.
Yeah.
You don't think Buster travels?
He does, but Denver, I don't think they're going to get swept this past weekend, but they're not getting swept 2 weeks.
Yeah, somebody did. Your boy called it, but they're coming back. They're coming back. Those Pioneers, they're frisky. How about UMD versus Colorado College? At UMD, back home, the boys, I'm saying absolute sweep, even though CC historically plays very well against them. So it scares me.
I'm taking a split here. I think CC's going to steal one.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Chris Mayotte, big split if they get that done.
Let's see it. Obviously, a huge one here in Omaha's looked really good this year, but they're going to head to St. Cloud, take on the Huskies. I don't know which way to go with this, but I am going to go split because I think Omaha can get one out of them.
I think so too, but I need points on you, so I'm gonna go St. Cloud State.
Yeah, I might be going up for that one on Saturday. We'll see.
That's a good.
McManus is in
looking
the building,
at that.
So you want to go? Should we go?
I'm kind of down.
Oh, okay.
We'll see what I got. Or wait, shit, I might be in CC or CC. I might go to Duluth this weekend for one. We'll plan that out.
For one?
Yeah.
St. Cloud, Omaha. That would be a great matchup to be at. That's two top 10 teams.
It's a great matchup. Taylor Ward is just on fire.
Ward, we can go meet up with the Omaha boys.
McManus back in the lineup looking good. Omaha's solid. I mean, they're both
solid. I think that's just going to be a matchup.
Both 8-2.
Well, I just want more knowledge too. Like, what am I getting from Omaha at the end of the year? But
split for Omaha.
I'm going split. Where are you going?
I'm going to stay with St. Cloud State. Yeah, they've been good to me.
Okay.
North Dakota, Miami.
North Dakota sweep. You say Miami gets one?
No. I'm going North Dakota. I was thinking about it. Those Red Hawks are frisky.
They need to get these 2 wins for North Dakota to stay at the top. I think Western's going to take it from them. But
let's jump into the Big Ten here. Ohio State, Minnesota, big series. I'm gonna go split.
I'm also gonna go split. I need to see more from the Gophers, and they looked good last night, Saturday night. But
I think they're getting a couple suspensions too.
Yep, and I know Crookshank's hurt right now, and.
Yeah, prayers up to our guy Grant. Hope that he gets healthy soon. LaFontaine had a little scary moment on Saturday.
Looks like he's okay.
He looks fine, but I'm saying stuff.
But I just think the Gophers are a little bit to work out. They do have some really good things going for them. At the end of the year, they're going to be dangerous again. And but for this weekend, split.
Yeah, Ohio State's legit. So that'll be a big one to watch. Notre Dame, Wisconsin.
Notre Dame, Wisconsin. A tough one there. It helps that it's at Notre Dame from them, but Wisconsin looks hot right now. I'm going to go sweep Wisconsin.
I'm going sweep Notre Dame. I like that you said that. Okay. Yeah. I think Notre Dame bounce back. Shout out, actually, Jack Adams.
Yeah.
Getting on the score sheet. You don't think he's going to get hot?
I saw him in that football helmet. Needs to go all out here and get this sweep. That would really turn some heads. If Wisconsin get 2 wins out of this weekend on the road and then go back home, that would be huge for the Badgers.
Yeah. I just, I don't know. I'm just picturing Jack Adams in that football helmet. He looks like Peyton Manning 2.0.
Yeah, tough pick, but we love Adams. So congrats on getting that first one. I know that one felt good, brother. And
yeah. He's our guy. Arizona State, Quinnipiac. Big one.
That's a tough one.
Quinnipiac.
I love Copperwood, but I think Quinnipiac is gonna.
I say Quinnipiac sweep.
Yeah.
Just for points, I'm gonna say split.
Okay, you can. I'll take a point back. I need it after this past weekend, but
you do. I like Copperwood. Give me one, baby. Come on. Help me out, Jaywalks. I need you.
How about Josh Doan? I mean, that guy leads the all freshmen in points this year.
Yeah, again, just a team that can score. They're scary.
Yeah,
they didn't play this weekend, did they?
No,
I don't think they did.
They did not.
Coming off a bye.
Yeah, we fresh legs. Yeah,
we miss them. So looking forward to that.
Other than that, not too many big ones I want to talk about. I mean,
I'm pretty.
Just for the hell of it, I guess. RIT against Canisius. Let's just shout them out. RIT
Canisius.
Who are you going?
Ooh. I'm gonna, dude. The Atlantic is split city. I'm going split there. Like literally, they just beat up on each other.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a shootout both nights probably.
Yeah, okay, RIT. I got sweep.
All right.
Anyone else we want to throw on there? Vermont, New Hampshire. I feel like that's a good one.
Is it?
Yeah.
New Hampshire got tossed this past weekend. Who did they play? I think it was
You're taking too long.
Northeastern.
New Hampshire sweep. Here we go.
Okay, I'm gonna say split.
Okay, fair enough.
That's
the last one I'm doing for this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, there you have it, fans. Those are our picks this week, and you can actually do the same thing too. If you have it in your state, go to DraftKingsSportsbook.com, put in promo code THPN. You're going to get a little something bang for your buck, bet on some college hockey. But if not, What can they do, James?
So even if Michigan is dash 350 right now, just go ahead, put all your money on them. They just got the ECH bump, especially this weekend. But you're going to want to download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code THPN. Bet just $5 on any NFL team or college hockey team to win their game and win $200 in free bets. If they win, you win with promo code THPN this week at DraftKings Sportsbook.
I mean, honestly, why not invest in Michigan right now?
I would. I mean, any team that gets the bump, you just got to go all in.
It's like investing in sunlight before there was sunlight. Like you're gonna want that. So minus 350, minus 450.
Yeah,
throw it.
Absolutely, just throw the whole. Yeah,
and if it doesn't work out, I don't know who said it. Was it me?
Wasn't us.
No, absolutely
not us.
All right. Without further ado, Kent Johnson. Now we welcome on a very special guest for you guys. We have the former nightmare for every team in the BCHL and current forward for the Michigan Wolverines. So we got Kent Johnson. Kent, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Fired up. I mean, first question, hot out of the cannon. Like, you got Michigan State this weekend. Are you coming on the pod specifically for the bump? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, I was literally thinking about that. That would be huge. But yeah, I mean, obviously huge weekend rivalry week for us. So the boys pretty fired up.
I mean, do you need a bump though after you go between the legs and bury?
Yeah, true. I bet the DMs didn't need a bump. I think after that goal last weekend. Take me through
that goal. I want to hear that goal though. Like, what's going through your head? You're about to receive the puck. Like, what's going through your head? Do you already know you're going between the legs, or what's that like?
Yeah, no, I kind of did. Like, I was kind of yelling for it from Bordy, and I know he looked away from me, so I knew he was probably dishing it to me. Pretty skilled pass, and then I knew right away like I wanted to do it. I was pretty tight to the goalie, so figured it might work.
I feel like Bordy knew that question was coming, and he said, "Make sure to give me a good shout out, make me look good."
Hey, we do have a question from Boards later in the pod, but we'll save that. We're gonna,
all right, sounds good.
We're gonna be sitting on it, but yeah, I mean that was nasty. And then like looking back to your series, so I think you guys only played Michigan State once last season, and then at home you rocked them 9-0. So I don't know.
It was just once. Yeah.
I don't know if you can do much better than that this time. But then on the road, I think you guys lost 3-2. So are you looking forward more to like going back to East Lansing and taking them down there?
Yeah, no, definitely, and obviously like with fans this time, I know it'll probably be pretty rowdy in Barnes. So yeah, I'm super pumped for it.
Yeah, I mean, you speak of the fans, and the children of the Yost this season have been unbelievable. Their signs have been next level.
Whiteboard game.
Talk about what it's like to have fans back in the building, and just the children of the Yost and the whole atmosphere at Michigan.
Yeah, no, it's unreal. Like, obviously, I heard a lot about them and the fans, but like seeing it firsthand, and like the first game, just like scoring a goal and like the place erupting, it was just so special. So yeah, I'm just so glad I get to play in front of them.
That's true. Yeah, you guys didn't see him at all last season. Like, were you a little like coming out of the tunnel that first game? Where you just like, were the nerves there? I mean, like obviously it's the first game of the season. I think that was it Lake State for that one? Or am I recalling different?
Yeah, for regular season we played XC.
Oh yeah, Bowling Green in the exhibition too. But yeah, just seeing those fans, was it just like, holy shit, like it's go time here?
Yeah, like I mean, like the whole student section was there for warm ups, and like they're pretty erupting. Like when we jumped out, and I was just like. Yeah, I was honestly just like so glad I was here for it, and I was just like, yeah, like wow, this is awesome. Like yeah, it was like pretty emotional, honestly, getting back to fans the first time. So it was so exciting.
I bet. Yeah, speaking of just like fans being there and being on such a big campus in Michigan, we had Jake Wise on the pod last week, and he goes to Ohio State, and I mean they're not like known for being a hockey school, but I'd say this year, obviously Michigan's traditionally a football school. And has been like this season until last weekend. We won't bring that up, but
you just did.
Okay, but that's all I'm going to say. But like, there's so much hype going around for Michigan hockey. Are you getting recognized around campus? Like all the boys, like I'm hoping, or is it still like too big of a campus?
It's a hockey school. I would say it's a
hockey school now, right?
What's it like on campus? Can't you tell us?
I think a little bit, like probably definitely not getting recognized as much as like some of the football or basketball players, but still like a little bit. So
even basketball, I guess I mean they're good at basketball there.
I mean, besides going between the legs, what else do you have to do to get recognized on campus? Though,
seriously, I mean, I still remember the backhand goal versus the Gophers last year.
Yeah.
Like that's but that's just me. I'd recognize.
But being number one in the country for a little bit there, what's that like? Does that add pressure to the team? Obviously, you guys are a very young team, but having that national pressure on you, does that make it easier or harder to play?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it like really should make it easier or harder, but I think yeah, for us, like we kind of had a lot of pressure on it ourselves, I think, before the season. And, I think we're fine with that. But yeah, we just got to kind of try to tune it out and just play our game.
Yeah, I mean, what about like when us and what Spit and Chicklets posted you guys like having 7 first-round draft picks, all that stuff, like, that's going across the hockey nation, the world. You try to block that out too, you're saying? Like, or do you pay attention to that at all? Or
yeah, I mean, we're gonna see it. Like, you can't really like box out from it nowadays. But I mean, I think like we all understand, and like people who are close to college hockey like understand that it doesn't really matter like how much talent you have, and especially young talent in college. Like, like some people might think like, oh, they're an automatic lock to win it. Like that's just not true. Like there's a ton of good teams and older. So we know, like, just because we have some high picks, like, it doesn't really mean too much.
No, and I think, I went to your game. I met with a couple of your boys up Boards and a couple other guys before the game at Duluth, though. And then I remember Boards saying, like, yeah, this is our first time here and all this stuff. We don't play too many NCHC teams. You guys, were struggling a little bit at the beginning of the game, but then you really clicked and just pounded them 5-1. Sorry, Thelly.
Yeah, thanks.
Or whatever the final score was. But, like, talk about that. They'll just play in other conferences. And where do you think, Michigan and the Big Ten compares, and play-wise to other conferences and other teams?
Yeah, no, that was a super fun little icebreaker there. And yeah, just play like some NCHC teams. Obviously that's a really good conference too. So yeah, it was fun. Those were great teams and those were really nice battles that we, we're happy to get the wins in.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you guys have one of the best student sections in college hockey, but playing in front of that Duluth student section, I mean, you guys are getting popcorn thrown at you. I saw
they were pretty
an unfavorable sign as you guys are walking out from one of the players' sisters.
But much, yeah.
Talk about that though. Like, does that distract you? Do you guys love that? You feed off that, or what's it like playing in front of some of the best student sections in college hockey, especially that Duluth one?
And Western too.
Western, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy too. But yeah, I mean, personally, I loved it. I think a lot of the guys loved it. I think Portillo maybe didn't like it as much.
He's just standing right there with the sign. It was great, man.
That might have been too far, but I think it's awesome.
Yeah. It's part of college hockey though. You don't see that much in NHL. I don't know what you see so much in junior, especially in the BC compared to the USHL and all that stuff. But definitely, it's a great part of college hockey. You got the band and all that stuff adding to the atmosphere. Do we want to jump? I just mentioned the BCHL. Do we want to jump to that?
Well, I want to ask one quick question because we're kind of like talking. I mean, Michigan basically right now has the biggest target on their back in college hockey just because of the draft picks, the hype, whatever it is, and you guys not getting to play in the tournament last year, so we didn't get to see that. But like, would you say you've noticed more like chirps on the ice from the players? Just like, obviously they're going to give you their best game, but like just being pissed off on the ice out there?
I think, we definitely feel like we're going to get every team's best night, but I don't know, like, I don't think like verbally like too many chirps. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've not chirped too much this year yet. So yeah, we'll see about that. Maybe state week will be different. But
I mean, it's tough to chirp when you're just getting buried too.
I wouldn't think it would be smart. Yeah. I got to know that Selly that Blankenburg had against Western, was that like planned out from the boys? Like, all right, whoever scores, we're shooting the guns down right at the logo, or like, was that just like thrill of the moment?
That's a great question.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, it's kind of like Blankenburg's thing. Like, I mean, you guys have all seen it, like the Shooter McGavin. So he loved it. Like he's been doing it like in the summer, like all the time, like kind of saying like first game, he's like, yeah, like I'm doing that first goal or whatever I score. So he's done it a couple times, and then the OT winner like fully took the glove off. So
it was clean. Yeah,
it was clean.
Shooter's tour, good for him.
Yeah. Talk about him as a captain though, and you just and all the freshmen or last year and this year, just looking up to your leadership role at Michigan with so many skilled players in that locker room. Is there a said leader? Obviously, he wears the C, but is there a said leader? Or is it kind of all the guys leading by example there in that locker room?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely a lot of the guys, we have a lot of great leaders, but then like obviously Blank's the captain for a reason. He's just an awesome human and obviously a great player too. So yeah, I love him.
What about the transition? Another Michigan guy we've had on, Strauss Mann, another former captain last year, not being in the locker room. Is it weird, not having a vegan back there, or what's the what's the vibes like for the boys?
Yeah, I mean, definitely we miss him, but yeah, no, he's he was a great leader too, but I think like it's obviously Portillo's done a really good job kind of filling his role in the net, but Strauss a great guy. We miss him too.
Yeah. He was a great guest. He was interesting cat. Yeah, I mean, every tendy.
I guess fourth Michigan player you are that we've had on. We had Selman.
Oh yeah,
former Michigan. But yeah.
That was a deep cut. I forgot about that.
That is a deep
cut. I forgot. If he listens, he's going to beat my ass.
He would beat your ass, yeah.
He was a great guest. Okay. All right. Should we move on to the BC, or where do you want to go from here?
Since we've been talking about pressure a little bit. Obviously, you're drafted 5th overall. Congrats by the Columbus Blue Jackets there. Clap it up. But does that add more pressure? On top of the pressure you guys already got and being top of the country. But does that add more pressure every game for you? How does that work? Are you thinking about that in the back of your mind?
Yeah, I mean, like not really until you gotta say that, but no.
Like shit.
No, not really. I mean, I think like I've always kind of like whether it's like Bantam or midget hockey, like I've always kind of wanted to play my best, and like I guess like you'd say put pressure on yourself that way, but I don't really see it like pressure. But yeah, I mean, I definitely just want to play my best every time I play.
100%. Yeah, I mean, I think that's obviously important, and just be calm with there, have fun, as many guests have said.
You got enough going on the ice.
Obviously you are drafted, you are on a very skilled team. To get to this point, though, was there ever a player, or is there a player currently that you in the NHL that you've modeled your game after, or would compare yourself to right now?
Yeah, I think a lot of guys, like, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of like hard to say one guy, but yeah, I like watch, like love Patrick Kane and John Gaudreau, Mitch Marner. So yeah, there's some guys there.
Okay. I like that. Are those like pre-draft response? Like how many times have you been asked that question? I want to say.
Yeah, like so many times. Yeah, I mean, those are, I don't know, like I think a lot of guys like love to like do the player comp thing, and I don't really love it too much, but yeah, there's definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even have to compare yourself. You're your own player, but there's guys that you looked up to growing up, and you're like, damn, I want to be like that guy one day. But would you say it's those guys still, or was there any older guys above, older than Kane? Or I
think, like, I mean, Canucks, I love the Sedins, watching them, so yeah, I was really.
Absolutely.
What about just like the draft experience? I mean, you're going with a lot of your team there. Was it kind of like weird being in talks with teams like, trying to edge out a current teammate at Michigan? Like, you want me, not power, like, is that weird? Did that happen, or what was that like?
Yeah, like a little bit. Some teams would, like try to get you like compare yourself to your teammates or whatever, which obviously like it's not fun. And like, I mean, for me, like it's not something I want to be trying to do. Like, I just don't think it's really helpful at all. And yeah, so it was like kind of tough to do that, but you just gotta like get over it. And I think I think we're all good. We're all kind of, I don't think anyone was really trying to put other guys down on our team. Like we all wanted everyone to go as high as possible. So
right, absolutely.
I wanted to talk about the draft night. Obviously with COVID, there wasn't an actual, it was all virtual, which is cool. And then I just want to know who set up your camera for the family, because you get like it pans to you. By the time it gets to you, everybody's up, they're hugging, and you just see cheeks like that. It's not eye level. What was that all about?
Yeah, no, like that was not too smart. I don't really know. I didn't set it up. It was kind of like pre-set up. So
okay, I wasn't putting it on you, but I was like somebody in there.
I don't really know who exactly. I don't really.
Just don't blame the parents and just let it go. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I think Owen and Maddie did a lot smarter than me, so that's tough.
That's tough.
I just looked at all the YouTube comments. I was like, oh my god, they're loving it. So,
hey, you got to show what you got, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one way to put it.
Columbus is proud to have you.
What about? I don't know. I'm going to keep asking this question because we keep having some high draft picks on our last few. We had Boldy, we had Weiss give us some. What was one like question during the draft process that was just like, what the shit? Like how, like that just like stuck out as being a weird question. You didn't know how to answer it.
Geez, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's a while ago now. Like I haven't thought about those interviews at all. Like
okay.
I can't really remember. Like there's definitely some weird ones, but yeah, nothing too bad that I can really repeat. I don't really know.
Okay, no worries. They're just like compare you and Maddie, and you're like again.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Next question: do we want to go to juniors now?
Yeah, let's go to juniors.
All right.
I mean, you tore it up in the BCHL. Like I said, you are the nightmare for everyone but your team.
101 points. That's all right.
Plus playoffs. I looked it up, so it's like 108 points your last season there. Just talk about your experience in the BCHL and just like how that compares to a lot of people coming out of going to college hockey or the U show, the NAL, high school hockey maybe.
Yeah.
What what about the BC helped your game to get to college?
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously from BC, so it was like a simple decision, just high school or stay at your home. But yeah, I mean, the BCHL was great for me. Like as a 16-year-old, obviously I was super young, and like that was a really good spot for me to, like, I was able to play top 6 my rookie year and have good opportunities, so that was nice. And then the second year, we had a really good team in Trail and had some great line mates to play with. And everything was just kind of clicking that year. So it was awesome.
Was it like ever boring at all? Because it sounds like when you like make a creative player like in Chell, you set it to like pro mode, you're out there the entire time, you don't come off the ice. Was it like that, or just like how do you 108 points, everything's clicking obviously, but like was it just, did it come that easily kind of on the ice?
What's your mindset going into the game?
Yeah. Stat night.
No, I mean, I don't really think it came that easy. Like honestly, at the start of the year, it was kind of like I had a tough start. Like I didn't score had like 1 point the first like 4 games, and then like I don't know, like something not great the first like 6 games, and then kind of started to click. But it definitely wasn't easy. Like I mean, I kind of had the 100-point goal like the whole year that I was chasing, so like that kept me like pretty motivated on like a Sunday afternoon, 3-3. Like I obviously wanted that, and yeah, it was pretty easy to kind of stay. Like I wasn't bored at all.
That's a big goal. I like that. Going there, like let's go for a handy. What about? I mean, just I don't know every team name in the BC. I'll be honest, but the Trail Smoke Eaters sounds like it's got to be one of the top 5. Like, is there another team I should know about that's just like that's a badass name?
In the BC.
Yeah.
No, it's a sweet name, and yeah, I mean, like Trail actually, like it's a small town in BC, but it has like a lot of hockey history, and
it's got to.
It's a really good franchise to play in, so it was really cool to play there. I don't know. Trying to think of some other cool names. Like I don't know, my brother played for the Prince George Spruce Kings. I don't know if you've heard of them.
So. I've heard of them. Yeah, that's I like their jerseys too. They got like the King, the old time Kings logo on there.
Yeah, that is
nice. So. I guess in Chell, I just gotta start. Is the BCHL in Chell? I should know that.
I don't know.
No,
it's not.
He knows.
What a bunch of shit. They got nothing. Yeah. All right. Good to know. What about?
I have a question. You mentioned Chell. Should there be a college hockey video game now that you guys can advertise yourselves?
True. There.
Yeah, that would be sweet. I would love that.
Would you only play as yourself, or
who's on the cover?
I have to play as the Mish Boys, and
just no one passed a Borderloo the whole time. Just don't give him any points. But who would be on the cover of the game this season?
Ooh.
Anyone in college hockey?
I mean, probably got to be the big dog, right? Like first overall coming back.
I guess
the big dog is that his nickname on the team?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. All right.
That's the guy. I mean, speaking of your brother, I got he plays for Yale right now. If they make it to the tourney, what are the chances that you two square up? Just drop the mitts a little bit, get after each other.
He actually got in a little something after the game. I didn't see it, but I know he got 10 for fighting. So
that's huge.
He probably, I don't know. I think he'd probably have me in that till he's got some pounds on me for sure.
Well, damn, maybe we should have called him tonight. Just kidding.
I mean, he is the older brother. Yeah, you can't let you get away with that one.
No, that'd be fun. We've talked about that, so hopefully that ends up happening. That'd be sweet.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Yale, what are they doing not scheduling you guys out of conference? Like,
you need that brother matchup.
Yeah, I think. Well, we won't talk bad about Yale.
Just leave it there. Talk about growing up with him though, and just playing hockey growing up before juniors. How did it get started for you? Did you always know D1 was, or NHL or whatever was in your future, or when did you really start? How did it go?
Yeah, I think because of my older brother, like I was playing mini hockey right away, probably fresh out the womb, so I always kind of had hockey in my path with him, and I was always just kind of following him, and yeah, I think as I got older, probably 15 years old, I was kind of I think I could really probably go somewhere with this, and
yeah. Okay.
What about, why Michigan? I'm sure you had a lot of schools recruiting you. Like, at what point did Michigan stand out to you, and what were those reasons?
Yeah, I think they kind of just covered it all, and obviously the hockey's as good as anywhere, and they got great crowd, and I think the campus lifestyle. I really like the Big Ten too. I thought it was just a really cool conference to play in. So all those things. For sure.
Is there any teams we can mention that you're maybe just so we can make them feel bad? Your other 2 teams, possibly?
Yeah, I flew down to North Dakota as well, so they're those are the tough. That was a tough decision, but yeah, that's a great school too.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for
Nodak fans right now. Yeah, that's all we want is a reaction. So we'll definitely take that. CH fans, a quick break in the action. We got to talk to you about our new sponsorship. Again, we're so pumped to be working with Beauty Status. I mean, the clock's ticking. New ECH Buckies are coming in by the minute. Isn't that right, James?
They are. They're coming here in a couple of weeks. We're going to have a little preview of them with a couple players later to be named or seen. But Beauty Status Hockey, guys, is the way to go. If you need some just gross style heading to the rink, head to Beauty Status Hockey. That's beautystatushky.com. get some merch. They got great shirts, comfortable sweatshirts, hats. The hats are, again, my favorite.
Yeah.
But a bunch of good stuff. Flags, a Minnesota-based company. They know the roots of hockey. Go over to them. They are a sponsor. They're making us grow the game, helping us grow the game.
I mean, they've been around for years and just getting it right since they came into the league. Absolutely. They got the style that you want coming to and from the rink.
They love college hockey. Now you're going to have a college hockey hat out coming second week in November, guys. Head to them now. Get ready to buy our hat. It's going to be listed at $29.99. It's an ECH on the front with the sticks. You know what it is. So get ready. That's Beauty Status Hockey, beautystatushky.com. Head there now and get your merch.
All right. And now back to Kent Johnson. What about just last season? I mean, it's a very weird year to be your first year in college hockey with COVID going on. I mean, you guys like kind of an up and down year. Like you had, I think, 4 wins in a row, and then somebody on the team gets COVID. You have 2 weeks off. Kind of hard to get back in the swing of things. Like, what was it like with no fans, with taking tests every day and all that? Just like how weird was last
Especially
year?
in your first year, yeah,
of college hockey for you.
Yeah, it was so weird. I mean, I think like being a freshman, probably the best year I think to have that happen, because I was still pretty like excited for games with no fans or whatever, and
right, true.
Like just be playing college hockey. But yeah, I mean, this year is so much better. So yeah, it's just so nice to play with the crowd this year.
Just already out of the gates, you're like, God, this is nice. Just there's people here to see us. Like, yeah, you don't have. I mean, is it safe to say a lot less smelling salts on the bench to get you going? Like, is there a salt outage almost?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I know Bordy and like a bunch of the guys still love it. I've never tried a smelling salt. Like, I don't know.
Oh,
you gotta try it, man.
I just feel like I don't really like need it though. So like, why start? But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably have to try it.
I wish you would have.
It's a slippery slope, but we gotta get you one.
We would have started this pod with the salt, your first salt. That'd been great content.
Yeah, we'll get a salt guy out there. You know, we know a couple.
We do know a couple. Who
try to hook that up.
Who are you living with there? Who's in the house?
Yeah, with One Power, Philip LaPointe, and Jimmy Lambert.
Not bad.
Decent crew, yeah.
Decent crew.
the big dog's in the house. That's all we heard. All right, that's good to know. What about I mean, we've gone this far without touching the one thing I wanted to touch on. You probably know what I'm going to ask, James.
Just go.
So we're big stat guys here. We noticed, to get to the next level, you got to block some shots, right? And so we got last season, you hit double digits. Love that. You hit 10 on the nose, and you started slow. It was like no blocks recorded according to the Michigan website in like the first 8 games or something I saw. This year, similar trend. We got 1 block in your first 8. I don't know if that's accurate according to the website. So maybe I got to fight that guy. But are we going to get to double digits? Maybe 20?
20?
What are we thinking?
Yeah. I have been playing a little PK, so I should be able to get some more this year.
Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully, I mean, I'm surprised by that slow start, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just in the lane so early that they have to shoot it wide or something.
Yeah, maybe you're just there to intercept it. Who knows?
It's got to. Yeah, you're picking their pockets. I mean, last series is when you got your first Western. So you keep that up. And like I said, last season you caught on late. So I'm going to take it as it's starting up. It's heating. You're preheating. You're getting balls back, blocking shots.
Yeah. Last question about last season. Obviously, your season ends due to COVID. That's bullshit. But this season is like, all right, we lost our chance. Does that give you guys more motivation to go win a natty this year? Is that what it is? I mean, obviously, you got a lot of skill, a lot of hype. But is it losing that chance last season for you to like, all right, we got this. This is our year.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely doesn't hurt. Like, I mean, I hope like you don't really need to look for too many things for motivation to win a national championship. But yeah, I mean, it definitely doesn't hurt. Like, I think that was obviously a terrible feeling last year. So I think guys remember it pretty good.
Yeah. Was that as a UMD grad here, seeing you guys spank the Bulldogs, was that kind of revenge for not getting to play them, or because it seemed personal? What happened there?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, like before the game, we talked about it and how like obviously last year we were supposed to play them or whatever, and so yeah, we definitely like going in. It was a huge game for us, so it was really fun.
So it was mentioned, yeah. It seemed like it. Okay. Another question we got to ask about. We've been too scared to ask. I think 3 straight Michigan guys, or well, one. I don't think Mel was there for Justin, but Coach Mel Pearson. What's he like in the locker room? Like he seems chill, but he would also like bag skate you if let's say you missed the between the legs shot for instance. Like, what's he like?
Yeah, I mean, he's great. I mean, I don't think he'd be too rattled at this point if I missed it between the legs. But no, I mean, he could definitely get fired up if we're not, playing to our standard. But he's definitely also, like when we're winning and stuff, he's one of the happiest guys. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I imagine in practice, he's seen it go in so many times at this point. He's just like, all right, that's fine. Okay. Good. We got that out of the way. I'm still scared saying it.
That's a good job to have, having that draft picks on your team and just, so much skill. But where do we want to go with this? Do we want to go speed round or do we want to?
Well, we do have one question. We can move it. I want to ask Bordelow's question.
Oh, yeah.
We can move that into speed round.
Yeah, we can do that. Yep.
Okay. So we're going to start a speed round, rapid fire questions, and then we got our endorphin question to end the pod here.
Yep.
But let's go speed round first. First one we got to ask. Shout out Thomas Bordelow, former Pucks and Deep podcast. He's had the bump all year. It's doing pretty well for him. But he said he's wondering if you've learned to eat properly yet. Those are his words.
Not ours, his.
Yeah. I've not learned.
You've not learned? What is that about? Like chicken wings? You're a messy eater? What's the deal there?
Yeah, like probably definitely. I think just like sometimes just like not the most appetizing to watch. I guess if I'm just trying to wolf something down quickly.
That's probably an answer scouts want to hear. Like this guy's just hungry out there. Like he's ready to take down that T-bone steak by any means necessary. That's how I took that one.
All right. Making fun of himself a little bit here, but now's your chance to make fun of other guys on the team. Let's go into speed round here.
That was speed round. We're in speed round.
We're in the speed round. Okay. Why do you have to interrupt me, man?
You're doing good. You're doing good.
All right.
You don't transition into speed round when we're in speed round.
Okay. Worst music on the team. Who does not get the aux in the locker room?
Who does not get the aux? Probably Owen. He'll just play country every single time, which, I like country, but yeah, he'll just play that every single time. He doesn't know anything else.
All right, so number one's not getting the aux. That's tough. It's tough to say no.
It is.
I gotta imagine, but yeah.
He's a big dude. What about, I'd say an underrated headline on this team. There's a lot. I mean, there's some good lettuce out there. Who would you say is the best letty on the team?
Great question. I'd probably go with you, actually.
Let him speak.
Yeah, I like croissants right now. It's coming out of the bucket a little bit. It's not too long, but I like this guy right.
Now under the radar lettuce right there. It's starting to grow out. We'll see what comes playoff time. We'll bring it back and DM you. What about why number 13? Did you get to pick that number?
Yeah, like when I was younger, I really liked Johnny Gaudreau, so I started wearing it because of him. And
let's go.
Just kind of wear it up.
It's clean. Okay. Why bubble, not cage?
I just think I see better in it. Like I would hate the black lines.
True. And for Instagram, right? I mean, it's clean.
We did say we were going to talk about Instagram today. We will after this.
We'll get into it. What's Michigan has great jerseys. Everybody knows that. Like, what's your favorite sweater you got to wear so far?
Oh, good question.
I probably like the maize one's the best.
The one, you got a little maize in the back there. We see it. It's got to be done.
Is that what you guys are wearing this weekend? We know yet?
Yeah, kind of just show up on game day and see.
Okay. Does a coach pick Jays?
I have no idea, honestly. I just
show up and win.
Just go there. I'm guessing the big dog's just like, we're wearing blue. Something. It's possible. All right. What about? I just want to hear it verbally.
Who are you most excited to play against on Michigan State?
Michigan State.
Well, I mean, I only really know one guy personally. So my ex-teammate Powell Connor.
No.
Played with him in trail, and he blew me up last year after I scored. So
okay.
Some bad blood there.
Why is Michigan better than Michigan State?
Probably a lot of reasons. I don't know. I just think we're just the big brother, so we gotta hopefully prove that this weekend.
Okay, perfect.
Let's go. What about who's got the best style coming to the rink on game day?
Yeah, I've seen some TikToks come out. They're just boys are rolling.
I love Eddie Edwards. I think he's always got a huge smile on his face, nice suit. So I'll go with him.
Okay, shout out Eddie. Eddie Edwards is a great fucking name.
Yeah,
I keep swearing. I gotta stop. What about the biggest guy on the team that you just like wouldn't mess with?
Jake Gingell. Just really tough guy, like in practice, good in the corners. So
we like a corner guy.
Throws the weight around. Probably eats shots too. If I had to guess. Okay.
Pre-game meal. What's your favorite pre-game meal?
Yeah, I just have like rice and chicken, like nothing major. I don't know, like whatever they have at the rink normally I'm good with. So
God, this guy just goes with the flow.
Yeah. What about your favorite goal that you've scored in college hockey so far?
Yeah, probably the first one. Like I don't know, just first goal was huge, and we won that game. It was a game winner. So first over more than through the legs. Yeah, I mean that was nice, but I don't know. We lost the game, so
yeah, fair enough.
That's a good answer. Or the backhand last year. Did you guys? I think you guys lost that one against the Gophers. All right, I'm gonna cut that out.
Stop talking.
It was a sick goal.
Funniest guy in the team.
Blanks.
Who's the best Chell player on the team?
Man, I might pump my own tires here and say myself. I think I'm pretty good.
You're nice nasty, on the sticks.
All right.
Are you playing with Blue Jackets or who are you playing with? Be honest.
I kind of just go randomizes when we play. So
that's a smart answer. Yeah.
Just win no matter who you got.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, oh, it's the Penguins again. Sorry, guys. This is gonna happen. All right. I like that. What about like go-to pump-up song to get you going before come out of the tunnel there? If you had to choose one.
Yeah, I don't even know what it's called, but this is one song. It's like literally just says the 4 words like right here, right now on repeat.
Ooh, oh yeah. Well, you know what? We'll find it. We'll find it. Space Jam.
Space Jam. Our guy is in here. Dialed. Love that.
Dial.
All right, that might be the outro. Okay. Should we go into?
I think that's good for speed round.
Speed round survived, even though we kind of threw in like multiple transitions. Speed round. Okay. We're getting past that, but now we got to ask the question. Ask it to every guest we have on. It's our Endorphin sponsored question. Go to endorphin.com. Use promo code ECH or Pucks and Deep, right, James?
Correct.
Get them deep. 10% off, but
real deep.
What we got to know is just, for our younger listeners out there, what's your advice for, how they can get to college hockey, how they can have the kind of success that you've had?
Yeah, I mean, I find like the scouts with me, they just said like, they love how I get pucks in deep and block shots. So that's the main thing. So.
Thank you.
That might have been the best
so hard?
answer.
That's what we've got. 91 episodes deep we are.
It took us 91 episodes.
You would not believe it, Kent. 91. I mean, it's that
destined for the show.
That's simple, you guys. All right. It's from the man himself. Okay. I'm
tearing up a little bit right now.
I mean, that's the best answer we've got.
Were you prepared for that one?
Is he?
I don't know. I just kind of thought about it.
Dude, that was unbelievable. That was unbelievable.
Natural. And it's working. Well, now the bad thing though is we expect you're not skating it in at all this weekend. You're chipping it in. You're blocking shots.
How am I supposed to sleep tonight after that answer?
Yeah. I mean, we know the pod clip. That's the good news. As an editor, I'm like, hell yeah. Check that one off. Okay.
Oh, man, that was great.
Do we have any other wrap-up questions?
Yeah,
here?
let me think for a second while we have them on.
Real quick. Well, we should brush up on the remaining of the schedule. We talked about Michigan State.
That was the one that I wanted.
What series are you looking forward to for the remaining, besides Michigan State, to go play at their barn maybe, or just old rivalries? What are you looking forward to on that schedule?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to play in Penn State. I know I went there in Bantam on a little trip with my Bantam team, and I thought the barn was sick, and can't wait to see it with fans. So
For sure, another hot team right now. Yeah, just beating North Dakota. Sorry, North Dakota. I'm gonna keep bringing it up. They're having a tough pod right now, but yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I mean, Minnesota coming here with fans,
there's a bunch of good barns. You've already been to Duluth.
We'll be there. Oh, so. I'm seeing you guys got UMass in January. Oh shit, yeah. All right. I like that. Just a little sneak. And then Niagara. Everybody's going to be there for that one. Got to shout out the Purple Eagles. Lots of love for my boys. But yeah. What, sorry. I just got
that was my question. So what do you say? Penn State, obviously North Dakota, great fan base, and the Yost, great fan base. Those are the top 3 rinks to play at, do you think, in college hockey? Or is there any other barns that we're missing that you'd like to play
at?
That.
Yeah, I mean, nothing else that I can say. I mean, I obviously haven't really experienced it much. So
right.
What the best.
I did think about one that we usually ask, and we haven't for a couple weeks. I don't know why. Did we forget?
I don't know. Go.
Fighting in college hockey. Can we bring it back?
Yeah,
no?
I mean, I don't know.
Gotta be, no. Right? Why not? I mean, so...
Just imagine the student section for a second after whoever it is on your team. Let's say Power Drops of Gloves. The whole place would be going nuts.
I mean, imagine Eddie gets after it.
He wouldn't.
Exactly. Nobody would F you with you guys out there.
I mean,
Yost is going nuts.
The children of the Yost are just literally climbing on the glass.
Even Mel's just let's freaking go. I can picture it right now. So I don't see why not. Maybe we get some visors out there. Would you rep a visor or no Bucky if they let you?
Or no visor, you mean?
I don't know if my mom would let me go no Bucky, but definitely rep a visor. Obviously, it's just better style, and yeah, it just feels nicer.
It's clean, yeah, for the gram. But yeah, or I mean, can we get no Bucky for warm-ups? Do you think that would be just an easy?
You got to be sworn in, but yeah, I mean, someone's got to do it on Michigan,
right?
Who would get to wear no Bucky on Michigan? Who would be the guys? Obviously, it was 3 guys in the show get to wear no bucket out there for warm-ups. Who would be your 3 guys on Michigan right now?
Ooh, probably Blanks would be one. I think Briss and Bordy. I feel like those would be good guys for it.
Okay.
I mean, Not putting yourself up there. You got to earn it.
You can put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Man. You got the lettuce, so someone's got to have Letty out of those guys to do it. I guess Bress has got it going, but
do those guys score 100 points in the BC? I don't think so.
Are they good at shell? Probably not.
Probably not leading the team in shell. No. Okay. All right, but I like that. The 3 no buckets.
That's a good question. We're gonna save that.
Start with 3. We'll move it up. Okay.
Last thing I just want to talk about just Michigan as a campus. Is there a favorite place for you to go to eat? We'll say on campus.
I like
favorite place for the boys to go out and have a bite and a water.
Yeah. Honestly, like nothing special. Like we go to Chipotle like probably 4 or 5 times a week. So I love that place.
Just feeds Chipotle.
Burrito guy or bowls?
I get a bowl with the side tortilla. So,
all right. Well,
have you tried their quesadillas yet?
Yeah. Sometimes I'll order that online too.
Is there a restaurant though other than Chipotle? The boys are coming. ECH is coming to Michigan to experience a game day.
Yeah. When is that?
It's supposed to be in November, in a couple of weeks. I got to email them back tomorrow, which I will.
Oh, I thought it was January. Shit.
Well, it's either that or the Ohio State weekend. They told us to come for Notre Dame, but I was just like, it's tight schedule.
I hate giving out free ads, but like we go to Jagged Fork for breakfast a lot, so that place is good.
Jagged Fork.
No free ads, but Jagged Fork.
Shouts. Okay, that sounds like a great place. Yeah, when we get there, pull up.
Yep,
maybe a little omelet action.
So hopefully we see you in a couple of weeks here in Michigan. But until then, I mean, this is a great episode. This is 91.
91. God. We got the answer we've been looking for quite some time here. And another weekend where Michigan State.
Poor Michigan State.
It's tough. We're giving the bump to the other team. But yeah, you got it. Looking for the block shots, get it deep. And we'll be watching this weekend, Kent. Thank you, man.
Yeah, no, of course. Thanks for having me.
That was Kent Johnson of Michigan.
I think we can call him Kenny now.
Kenny.
I feel like we're boys, you know?
Yeah, no. Kent Johnson, though, a hell of a player, even better person, as we just found out here. A great interview. I mean, God, this guy he's so skilled. There's so much skill in this team. How do you stand out? This guy, I guess one way to do it is give the correct answer on a podcast. Another way to do it is go between the legs.
You wonder how he gets drafted 5th. I mean, how good was he in the interview room if he was that quick to exactly what you want to hear? I asked him what was the worst question he heard, and he said, I can't think of one. That's a good answer.
That is a good answer. The guy's already a pro on the mic, on the ice.
No bad questions, but there is good answers, and he knows them.
He gave it to us, that's for sure. But God, Michigan, I mean, so much skill in the team. They're buzzing. I wouldn't say buzzing right now. They've 2 losses, but God, I mean, you're going to lose during the hockey season. These guys are still destined for a Frozen Four this year. You got to think we're going to see them in Boston, don't you? I mean,
wait till they get hot. I mean, the offense has been there all season.
Yeah.
Once they buckle down on defense, they have the guys there. Portillo's nasty. I mean, drafted by the Red Wings for a reason.
Yep.
He had his first shutout last weekend, actually. People forget. And I just feel good I felt good coming into the series, and then when I learned we had Kent coming on before it happens, I feel great.
Yeah, I mean, now they got the bump. Central, I mean, if I'm not only Michigan, but if I'm Columbus right now, I'm a Blue Jackets fan. I'm pumped right now to have this guy there one day. I mean, Columbus is on the rise, and God, just add him to their skill already. They're pumped.
You know what I saw when I watched back his draft clip?
Yeah.
Guess who read off the draft pick? Can you remember?
I can't. I'm just thinking of an ass right now.
It has to do with college. Okay, that's a good.
Yeah.
College game day. Kirk Herbstreit.
Oh.
I mean, that is just he loves college.
Yeah.
This kid's meant to be at Michigan. I don't know if he's going to stick around like any of them.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I mean, obviously they have options. They chose to come back. Shit, we didn't ask him about that.
Yeah.
That's tough. But I mean, for a reason.
We're instantly regretting
I'm just going to
that.
assume I'm going to answer it for him.
We know the answer.
Came back to win it all. I mean, that's the one reason they're there.
Well, I think he just wanted to run up the Chell numbers a little bit.
That's true.
Get on the whiteboard a little more.
He's number 1 in the house there. It sounds like nobody's really coming close.
I mean, we kept a record of our record of Chell in the house of Medji, but this guy's probably just undefeated. I mean,
yeah. I mean, he's going randoms. That's an aggressive move.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a specific team, I'm guessing he does. I'm still calling BS, but if he doesn't, wow, this guy's got the sticks on and off the ice, and yeah, I mean they're dangerous. I don't know. I don't know.
They're going to Chipotle 5 days a week. What else could happen?
The only thing I feel bad for is the toilet in that house. I'll be honest. The plumbing does not get paid enough to take care of what's going on in there.
That's true.
Yeah, I think they're going to take care of business this weekend. Their schedule looks pretty favorable for a couple of weeks after. So they got
I mean.
Or I shouldn't say favorable.
Anyone can beat anyone in
Michigan
college.
State, I forgot Penn State's after that.
Yeah,
Penn State.
That's
going to be
big
tough.
win for them over North Dakota this past week.
Then they get Notre Dame, Niagara, kind of settle down a little bit. But yeah, coming into the end of the season there, again, it's just a lot of Big Ten matchups. So I think, they're not going to need to win the tournament.
You got to think too, that it's so early in the season that they're going to figure out their chemistry together. And then they're just going to be even more dangerous than they are now. I mean, they were down and out of that
still
Duluth
getting
game for a
lines
while,
figured
then
out.
they just popped 5 out of nowhere.
They can score on any. Like we said, they can literally turn it on whenever they want.
We knew they were down versus Western the other, was it last 2 weekends ago, and they came back right away. And it was just like,
If they get up on a team, they don't let it up.
Yeah,
They haven't this season. It's just when they get down by a couple, then obviously it's tough for anybody to
it'll
come
get
back.
once it gets straightened out. It's going to be too dangerous of a team to play. I mean, Michigan's right there, and I don't know who. I just can't wait to see who they match up with in the tournament this year and all that. So
yeah, pumped to see them in the tournament. Hopefully, it's not against my Dogs again. Knock on wood. I just don't want to see it. I'll say it. Maybe in the finals.
That's fair.
But yeah, again, thank you to Kent Johnson for coming on. Nasty pod and
first round draft pick, 5th overall to the Columbus Blue Jackets.
I mean, but it's safe to say that now he made it. He's been on Pucks and Deep.
Yeah, I mean that's just the pinnacle of most players.
Literally right off into the sunset. If I were him after this year,
I would. Yeah,
or just become
I would sign the NHL contract and retire immediately.
Full-time ECH athlete.
Yeah.
It's a real. I mean, that's.
He's got a job
24/7.
guarantee with ECH after this. I mean, this guy doesn't even need to go to another class if he doesn't want to.
I mean, like a pretty pension
don't need a degree
that.
to come to work for ECH.
Yeah.
If you can score between the legs and be an SDHL, that's obviously very important. But
and block at least 10 shots this year.
I thought we said 20.
Yeah, I know, but double digits. Like he hit 10
need double
last
digits,
year.
Yeah, to be even respected in this league.
Exactly. To make the lineup for the no Bucky warm ups, we're gonna need at least
even our post tonight. You see all that talent in there. You know how many shots Toomey blocked to get on?
Oh
God. To be your first guest.
I mean, Sofo is just a body bag out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's a lot. Karachik? Kidding me?
Does that guy eat?
So yeah, there's a lot of pressure on this. I'd say it's bigger than like the Heisman house that they have for college football. We have that good of a resume with our guests, and so he earned it. He got on, but now he's got to keep proving it, and we'll see this weekend.
So with the 5th pick in the 2021 NHL Draft, the Columbus Blue Jackets select center Kent Johnson, University. This guy is sick.
Kent Johnson gonna try it. He's got it. He scores it. The Michigan Kent Johnson. How about that? 1-0 Smoke Eaters.
Johnson stick handling his way in. Oh, what a goal! Gorgeous goal. Kent Johnson, how you doing?
Wolverine defenseman, but it was Portillo to make the save, and back the other way. Here comes Johnson, and he scores!
Long shot by Summers. It's in there somewhere, and then it goes right.
Kent Johnson, wow, he pickpockets that upper corner.
And it looked like it was Johnson that maybe it was Johnson. Yeah, look at this. Great look right here. Oh, my goodness. No chance.
Get one in. Here it is. In front, they score! There we go. Wolverine scoring Kent Johnson. He's a magician with that. Oh, look at that. Between the legs, a forehand to backhand.
Right to the top shelf, right up